Hi, my name is Rick Ferguson. I'm the Artistic Director and co-founder of the Musical Offering in Evanston, Illinois, Community Music School. And this is the first of what will be a series of interviews, brief interviews. And the subject of this particular installment is composition. Musical composition, some very interesting projects that Musical Offering faculty members are at work on right now. And I'm joined by Jack Langdon, who is on our piano faculty, and Jack is a professional composer, and he has just received a really interesting commission, right, for an upcoming project. So I'm going to let Jack just give a brief synopsis of what that project is about.
Yeah, so as Rick mentioned, I'm Jack Langdon, composer, performer, and media artist based here in Chicago. And coming this April, I've been given the opportunity to work on what I'm calling a multimedia opera. So it's going to involve live performance, it's going to involve video, it's going to involve art installation. So in the spirit of the opera as this totalizing, massive production, we are just bringing this into the 21st century and utilizing every artistic facet that we can possibly get our hands on, essentially.
How many are going to be involved in this project?
So it will be myself and 3 of my other regular collaborators, a flutist friend of mine that I've written many pieces for, a dancer that I worked with on actually my previous opera, and a newer friend of mine who's a French horn player. So the whole idea is that we'll be, using our main performing capacities, but also expanding that to serve whatever artistic purpose we're trying to do.
Is there any particular subject matter that you're going to be sort of working with for this particular project?
Right. So the opera is called Here For, a Poetics of Art Labor, and this is a part of my Here series, which I already have a piano and video work that I've written. I have an electric guitar, electric bass, pipe organ, and tape piece that I've written in this series, and it's taking this idea that the space in which we perform in informs the way that we create music and give it to the audience, and how I as a composer have to consider the context of what making music is in the 21st century. And for this opera, we're taking our source material from the everyday experiences of the 4 performers who have veritably struggled with finding the means to create their art and finding an audience and putting it out into the world and hoping that it's accepted in some emotional but also in a material way. And just for the world being as fraught and messed up as it is oftentimes, largely being incapable of being able to really satisfy what an artist needs in the 21st century. So the through line of this project is that we start off as individual artists who are struggling with the economic and social reality of the 21st century. But as time goes through, we learn that banding together as a group, and not only as 4 performers, but as an audience who enters into the space, we are able to reach a more beautiful aesthetic experience than what one person can simply do by their own.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And it actually reminds me a lot of sort of the overall mission of community music schools.
Absolutely.
Such as the Musical Offering, trying to provide that kind of communal space, right, where things like this can happen. Where is it going to be performed?
It will be performed at the Mise en Place, which is a venue in Bushwick in Brooklyn, run by a terrific new music ensemble, the Mise en Ensemble. And this is it's a residency that has been going on for, I believe, 2 years now, one of the few live-in residencies that are 100% free in the great city of New York, actually. I received it just a week ago, but my coworker Kelly, of course, this past year, in fact, was able to do the same residency, and she worked on a series of snare drum pieces. So it's a happening place.
It's a wonderful thing. We will make sure that we have all of this information available on the Musical Offerings website, musicaloffering.org, and we will be checking back in because the performance is in April 2019, right?
Yes.
So we'll be checking back in with Jack about his project. We'll be checking in with me about an upcoming equity-based project that I'm working with in public schools in Evanston. And I think Kelly is probably up to some pretty interesting stuff as well. So we'll be checking in with all of those composition-related things. And do bear in mind that you can study composition with Jack and with Kelly. So you can always get to us through the musicaloffering.org. Thank you so much.